and then I'm in, right? I'm taking double underhooks. I've got my grip nice and tight around his back, and I have my knees pulled to my elbow, but I'm really kind of like scooping him into me. I personally like having my shoelaces flat because it allows me to like drop my hips a little bit lower. Some people play like active toes and they'll kind of like drive into the guy. I like to sit nice and low. You could have an S grip if that's more comfortable. The guy's really big. You might actually have your hands separated as long as your elbows are pinched in to where he can't get like an underhook and like, yeah, go for it, and like pull this out into like shoulder range, right? You don't want that to happen at all. But for the most part, let me get back under here.
Yeah.
We have like a long arm and a short arm. You can have the gable grip, or you can have like an S grip. This will give you a little bit of flexibility in that elbow for later. But for the most part, we're here. I bring my head down to the side and I'm using my shoulder kind of into his belly button. Again, this allows me to stay kind of like low and heavy, right? He should have a relatively difficult time grabbing my elbows and kicking me out if I'm staying nice and low and heavy. One of the risks is that if we're kind of relaxed, or we're up on our toes, he can grab, rock up, and then open this up, and then I gotta switch to double overs and that kind of thing, which isn't bad, but for the most part, we wanna be here. Okay, now we'll go over our feet and how we're gonna pass. And there's a couple different ways to do it. Let me turn around so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So he has that butterfly guard. I shot into my from my Bodylock Pass, and I'm flat here. When I'm ready to go, what I'm trying to do is get my knees together against one of his legs. So if Adrian isn't sticky, I can just kind of take it back, bring this over, and this is what I'm trying to achieve. And it's not super realistic for that to happen, right? I could come down to the hip to try and scoop, also maybe not the most realistic. I can sprawl, which means I'm going to use speed to kind of beat his butterfly hook. So I'm going to sprawl my right hip to his ankle this way. So again, my knees are together and I'm here. This works a lot because you're moving faster than they're going to react with your butterfly hook. So this is one way to do this, is instead of just kicking straight back or trying to cross over, is you sprawl. And now you're able to get here and start to flatten this out. The other way that's also really effective is like, let's say he is really sticky with these butterfly hooks. So I try to come here, if I try to sprawl, I can't quite get there. I can extend my legs back, and I can like cross his ankles this way. Right? So now I have that same thing achieved, but I can come back and I'm fine. And that's one of the most effective ways to do it. Right? Because they're going to be really active with these hooks, so let them be active with the hook. And I'm going to cross his ankles for him, and I can pass to either side. Okay? But again, for the basic Bodylock Pass, we're going to go ahead and sprawl. We're going to get here. Now let's go back to facing this way.
Are you sprawl to the long arm side or short arm side?
Short arm side. To where the side that my head is on. Boom. Boom, we're here. I'm ready to pass. I sprawl. Now look, his knee is still elevated. I need to flatten this out with my stomach, like this. Right? This is what I want. I want his hip flat to the floor, and I need to be able to bring my knee over his knee. I'm never gonna step. I'm never gonna do it when his leg is still up. This is, I'm gonna get swept, or he's gonna hook my leg, and then it's gonna become a bunch of other problems. We want this to be super low, and now I'm just getting my knee over his knee. Once I get my knee over his knee, I'm gonna switch my hips. Here. Now I can punch up even into a leg drag. Right? If we wanna go that way. Or, we got here to like this low side control. I'm gonna come up on my toes, slide my shoulder to his chin, and then my elbow can clear his elbow, and I can take a traditional side control. right? When we're down here in this body lock and we finish that pass, this is not a good position to be in, right? Especially if I try to open up to get this crossface because I gave him a whole bunch. So when we're here low in the side control, I'm up and I'm sliding my shoulder until it hits his chin. Now my elbow can just cut through. And then that's how we'll finish that pass, right? If you're really fast, you don't have to do this, but you get here, you sprawl out to the side, or if you guys want to work that foot trap, that's fine. And now once you cross over, if you're quick, right here, look, I'm gonna connect my right knee and my right elbow, but I'm getting this like shin pin with my ankle, and I'll cut right through. I'm not stepping over like this. Come back up. Okay? I pass, I come right here. I'll just go right to mount. You'll see sometimes people try to do it, and in competition, obviously things get a little bit exaggerated, but you'll see sometimes they'll go real quick. They'll get here, here, and they'll try to make this big step over, just cut through. Just so there's no risk of getting swept or entangled or messing anything up. So, back to the basic one I want you guys to do. Passing a side control. But you guys are welcome to do the leg trap. You can go to mount for the advanced guys, but everybody's here. Pull it in, shoelaces on the ground, elbows and knees connected. I'm gonna sprawl out to the side. I'm gonna flatten his knee out with my stomach. Here, just like a Sao Paulo pass. Circle up, my knee beats his knee. I switch my hips. Suck in, up, shoulder to the chin, elbow comes through. I'm in side control. Easy. If, one little tiny thing, if you have to, your partner's big, maybe you're having a hard time with the knee, if you're utilizing that S grip and you get here, you can use that S grip to use your elbow to kind of pin this side down, right? You might even have the freedom to let go, especially again if you're against a big guy, your hands are separated anyway. You just have to make sure you're not leaving anything open for Kimura, shoulder crush, any of that stuff. You can get here, pin it down, and then work all those same finishes. One last thing, again, sorry, is if I start to go here and I start to pass and he's blocking me on this side, he doesn't let me get my knee in, I can't get over. Switch sides. You already passed the leg, just cartwheel to the other side. But for now, just do the basic pass, get the side control. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, just on the other side. So if I cartwheel over, same thing, shoulder to the chin, elbow comes through, and I'm on that side.
If they push your head up like towards the other side or center line,
Yeah.
are you changing? Are you fighting for head position and then you're gonna just work the same pace?
I'll go to the other side.
And just work and just
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on like how far I'm in
You
the
get
pass,
over? Yeah.
but it's like, if I get here and he tries to push my head over to the other side, then I'm just gonna pass. I'll start passing to this side.
okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2.